Hey, welcome to Accelerated Algebra 2. I just want to go ahead and cover a few things since we have a snow day today. By the way, if this happens to be your student ID, I'd like to talk to you about taking this class. I'm not saying you can't, but I just want to have a conversation with you. Now, you're going to have to go ahead and get onto the course Moodle site. By the way, here's the key down here in blue for Accelerated Algebra 2. So if you go to the high school webpage, click on academics and then hit the Moodle site. When you do that, you'll have to enter your enrollment key, which you just saw there. Then you'll go ahead and you'll have this page showing up. You'll need to complete this Getting to Know You survey. I want you to read through your course syllabus. We will be having some practice ACT quizzes in here. Here's some ACT material that you might want to go ahead and look at prior to those. Link to some graph paper. But in this kind of embedded window here, gives you the expectations that you'll need to be doing. So today you get to work from home because it's a snow day. But you can also scroll ahead and see when your quizzes and tests are. Keep in mind that this is only tentative, so it's possible it could change here or there. But as you look here, for tomorrow, you'll be working on the LAF2 problems in class. So prior to coming to class tomorrow, you'll need to watch this day 1 video. You'll need to watch the LAF1 video, take the notes on it, complete the LAF1 problems, and watch the LAF2 video and take the notes in that. Notice on Thursday you'll have your first quiz in here, and on Friday you'll have your second and final quiz of the first chapter. So if we scroll down here, pretty much all the chapters are set up in a very similar format here. Here's kind of the things that you're going to be learning about. Here's the LAF1 video that you'll have to watch after we get done with this video. Here's the LAF2 video that you'll have to watch prior to coming to class tomorrow and take the notes on that. If we scroll farther down here, you'll see the blank guided notes. If you want, you can print those out, but I'll always be giving you a printed copy of the notes when you're in class. So for today, you can either print them out or you can go ahead and take your notes on normal notebook paper. But if you would happen to lose your guided notes in the future, you can always click here and print them out. Here's the LAF homework. So today it's supposed to be the LAF1 homework, so that means all the LAF1 problems right here. And then tomorrow in class you'll be working on the LAF2 problems to farther down below here. Once you go farther down, you'll see the solutions manual for the LAF1 and LAF2, also for your review and practice test. Once you get farther into this course, you'll have some review problems. That will be at the end of each test, and that will start in the rough chapter, which will be the 3rd chapter. And then there'll be a link here at the very bottom that says topics that will be on those review problems. But that's the basic setup of the Moodle site. So let's go back here. Expectations that you watch the video and take the notes prior to coming to class. That's where you'll earn half of your points for the notes, homework, and videos. If you don't have that stuff done before class, you will not be able to earn those points back. The other half of the points come from actually completing the problems. If you choose not to do this stuff, you may end up choosing to spend extra time with me in the mornings or after school or during your lunch. Now, I'll often be playing music in my room. If you choose to want to listen to your own music, that's fine. Make sure you only have one earbud in at a time. And make sure your music is being streamed. I do not want you going back and switching your music all the time because you need to focus on learning and getting the math done in here. A few things you should know about class. All students can learn math at a high level. So yes, that means you. You're going to make mistakes. The important thing is that you learn from your mistakes. Mistakes actually grow your brain. Questions are really important, and I am not a mind reader. So if you have questions, I need you to actually ask because I cannot read your mind, and most of you probably don't want me to read your mind. So when you have questions, make sure you're asking. Mathematics is about making sense of patterns and then making connections between the math, representing it in words, pictures, graphs, and equations. A few things about me. I don't have personal space issues, but sometimes my students discover that they have personal space issues when I'm around. I'm often loud, so just be aware of that, but I don't yell and I don't scream. When you're in here, you need to be focused on the learning of the material, not distracting others, and getting your stuff done. A couple of things. Your grade in here will be mainly based on tests, but 20% of it will be based on your final. Now, the grading's a little bit different between the first half and the second half. 50% for your tests and quizzes are both the same. Videos, notes, and homework are 10% of your grade in the first half. Finals 20%. In the second half, videos, notes, and homework goes down to 5, and homework, unit circle stuff comes into play in the second half. So just be aware of that. It says homework's required. It's really not required. Breathing is required to live. Homework's not required, but highly recommended. You'll lose points if you don't do it, and probably won't do well on your quizzes if you don't do your homework. So highly recommended to get your homework done. Another comment here about homework. All your homework, if you want to receive full credit, needs to be done by the review day. Because I know some of you have things going on in the evenings, like games or other activities going on, so sometimes you're going to just have to flex your time and when you get stuff done. But you can also go ahead and work ahead. Now, back to this slide here. I've asked all my, or not all, but a lot of my former students what you guys should expect. Here's some of the things that they said. Keep in mind that this class is not a mastery-based class. However, a lot of students seem to prefer that and feel like they learn things better because it's not mastery-based. But just be aware of that. So just go ahead and pause the video, read through this. A couple things I want to just point out to you. One student said he actually cares and wants you to succeed. Another student said, I seem scary and intimidating, but I'm not. I just get focused on wanting you to work and work hard. So don't be afraid of me. I would highly encourage you to get a TI-84 graphing calculator. There's color ones. I think a lot of you will be happy with that, but if you can't get a color one, normal TI-84 graphing calculators still work just fine. I've also asked those same students what you should do to be successful, and this is what they have said. Needless to say, you can see that don't skip the homework or keep up with homework even if you don't need to do it. Study for your quizzes and tests. Some of you haven't had to do that before. And then also come in during advisory. Make sure you're asking questions because I cannot read your mind. So just be aware of that. So read through all these and pause the video, rewind it if you need to get all these. When you are watching your videos, make sure you're focused on the learning, not just watching the video to get it done. Be involved in the video by pausing and rewinding and taking notes. Focus your attention on the video, which means you're going to probably have to deal with your technology. Turn off your notifications, close your extra tabs, maybe put your electronic devices away so that you can focus on the math at hand and listen with headphones. This came from a student that graduated last year. I would highly encourage you to read through this. And with that in mind, we're going to go ahead and go back to the Moodle site. Back on the Moodle site, you need to click on the Laugh 1 video, and then you need to watch that video and take the notes on it. Remember, you got to complete the Laugh 1 homework. Do the Laugh 2 video and notes prior to class tomorrow. If you want to stop by tomorrow morning and pick up your notes, you're welcome to do that.